5 seconds. Get ready. Start. Sir, now I come to the last 2 points. The finance minister has announced modification of section 115 to export companies. While it is a welcome thing, again, this whole scheme of minimum tax is counterproductive and pernicious. What was the scheme? Investment allowance was given. Some companies grew in size 8 times, 10 times, and did not pay tax because they took advantage of these provisions. Now, there was an uproar, and you said that whatever our profits, 30% we have to pay. You said investment allowance will not be there, and instead you deposit money with IDBI. That much rebate you will get. What happens in practice? The Indian companies, the efficient companies, the growing companies are companies which are hit. Who has got spare money to put with the IDBI? Only the multinational companies would do that because they have no intention of growing. They have no interest in the Indian economy. They have only interest in computers and Pepsi Cola. They are not interested in employment. So they can put money in IDBI, which is again temporary borrowing, which I have discussed earlier, and they get all the rebate. An Indian company is committed to India, committed to employment growth. It is put to disadvantage. This provision of investment allowance under section 115, the finance minister has reconsidered only for export companies. I submit that the entire scheme of section 115 should be scrapped and investment allowance should be restored to what was there for so many years. It has stood the test of the time. This idea was companies stand to lose and the foreign companies stand to gain. This is no use. You must have a total relook at this scheme. I want to say 2 more things. The finance bill has got a lot of provisions which are supposed to be novel, like uniform accounting. Some bureaucrats from somewhere has come out. What is uniform accounting here? It means that everybody must have the same accounting year. It makes no sense in a time when computerization is there, in a time when each tax assessee is given a code number and cross-checking can be done. Sir, it makes no difference to me as a private entrepreneur, but it makes difference to me as a member of parliament. Our tax system will be under severe strain. The quality of assessment will go down further. Tax evasion will become more rampant. These are all the things that are going to happen, and they are the most pernicious things. Certain corrupt officials will wield more powers. It is totally uncalled for. These kind of refinements, as they call them, are totally uncalled for. The real objective of the direct tax bill should be to effectively collect tax in a simple way. I will give some more examples of the changes made in this finance bill. For instance, the finance bill, the budget proposal said that for alcohol and scrap 60% of the sale value will be counted as income. After a lot of noise, the finance minister has been kind enough to bring it down to 35% or 40%. But I want to know why alcohol. What will happen in a mechanism like this is that the sale proceeds will be shown at a lesser value and the government will not get the tax. This kind of refinements are not understood. They are arbitrary. Why can't the income tax officer do an assessment for which he is paid? It is wholly uncalled for. I request Section 44 AC should be totally deleted. It is pernicious section. Finally, I come to a point of search, seizure and raids, popularly called raids, and enforcement machinery. In early 1960s, a proposal was introduced in this Income Tax Act that due to rampant evasion, Income Tax Authority should have the power to search the premises of a tax assessee and to seize any documents which show revenue concealment. Sir, I would like to know from the finance minister the total amount spent on searches and seizures in the last 27 years and the total revenue, if any, the government was able to get as a result of these searches and seizures. Every time we read about some big business houses or monopoly houses being not good, and when a monopoly house was raided, it becomes a big news. That is only done sometime to have sensational news for public. But what do we see today? One day we read in the paper the name is given that Mr. So and so has been raided and so much concealment of income has been found. By this, we have successfully destroyed his reputation, whatever he had in the social circles. Stop. Thank you.